8th of July, Broughton Island, Sondestrom. At 0630 hours, we ate a hearty breakfast to a cacophony of howling and barking from a pack of semi-wild huskies. Visibility was well over 100 miles in this clear, crisp northern outpost, and the azure blue skies completely cloud-free. Bill and Sed got airborne at 0930 hours, and with a following wind, retraced the inbound track to Cape Dyer before striking out across the ice-filled sea towards Greenland. Cape Dyer Airfield was once used to service the adjacent Distant Early Warning DEW site, but as the site is now semi-automatic, the strip has been allowed to fall into disrepair. Set atop a 2,000-foot barren mountain, the DEW site overlooks a precipitous drop to the sea, a stark legacy of the Cold War readiness once maintained by the military. Towards Greenland, the weather was excellent, giving unlimited views of icebergs and pack ice in this hostile sea. Approaching the coast, however, the onshore wind was piling a continuous sheet of cloud against the rocky shore and pushing it well inland. Sondestrom, our only possible landing site, reported poor conditions, with complete cloud cover over the airfield with no hope of a visual letdown from overhead for the Chipmunks. Sondestrom is situated at the head of a fjord and can be approached visually from the mouth of this stretch of water some 90 miles to the southwest. With insufficient fuel to reach any diversion airfield, we had no option but to fly southwards and attempt an approach along the length of the fjord. At the mouth of the fjord, which is about 2 miles wide at that point, the cloud base had fallen to around 400 feet, and we entered the tunnel with more than a little concern at the sight of rocky walls, icy water below, and solid cloud only a little above. Fortunately, the visibility was good, and the 90-mile flight along this spectacular cavern required all our concentration and flying skills. The Islander, which was in the lead, was able to maintain radio contact with Sondestrom, who reassuringly were reporting a steady improvement in their weather. After 1 hour of unforgettable flying, Sondestrom hove into view, and we all breathed a huge sigh of relief when our wheels brushed the waiting runway. The sortie had taken 3 hours 55 minutes, most of which was over a cold hostile sea, and it emphasised how difficult weather forecasting can be when cold air meets rising land. Providence Bay had almost caught us out with similar weather, and we hoped that this would be our last brush with unfavourable Chipmunk flying conditions. The Sondestrom airfield services were excellent, with the efficient Danish ground crew offering every assistance possible. Tourism, fishing and the airport provide the only employment to the local population, a sizable proportion of the 50,000 living in this huge empty island of Greenland. Inland from the airport, the awesome ice cap thrusts majestically to over 10,000 feet, and an ambitious project supported by an ice-equipped 4-engined Hercules aircraft is drilling down through the ice to the earth below. The cores recovered are kept in their frozen state and taken to Michigan State University for analysis, in the hope of determining conditions and climate of the Earth thousands upon thousands of years ago. From the ice cap, the aircraft must use jet-assisted takeoff, JATO, equipment to boost power for the return flight to Sondestrom, and hundreds of used canisters are littered throughout the base. To reach Kuljusuk, on the eastern coast of Greenland, there were 2 options: direct flight across the 10,000-foot ice cap, or the southern route via Gotthab, Nuuk, and Naraswaisnuk. Weather conditions over the ice cap vary considerably, and although we would be still forced to fly above 10,000 feet, the coastal route gives a better weather factor.